have the white thing, close to their neck, the diamond, like not diamond, but the.
That sounds like a cormorant.
The cormorant has a pouch. The cormorant actually belongs to the family Pelecanidae, which is the family of pelicans.
Yeah, and they train them in the Orient to catch fish.
Yeah,
they put a rope around them and they run out and grab a fish and bring them home. They block their throat so they can't eat the fish.
A little ring around the neck so the bird can catch the fish, but the ring is designed so that the fish cannot be swallowed because of the size of the fish.
So they bring it in and the fisherman takes the fish.
Yeah.
But in doing my research, I have identified these as one of the 5 or whatever species of Canada geese. But my point is, I know in Dunkirk there's a lot, and the population seems to be growing, and now this is the first time I've seen this many in Westfield. Is there a burgeoning of the population of this bird, which at one time was almost extinct?
What, the Canada goose?
Yes.
Not in Canada.
No. No, as a matter of fact, the Canada goose is almost being perceived by some people as a pest.
Right.
It
made a big comeback. But at one point, it was this particular brand or variety of the goose was almost extinct.
Well, let me tell you.
Could be the barnacle goose.
Maybe the barnacle goose, yeah.
There is a barnacle goose, which there aren't too many of. It has a very strange face pattern. And but the cormorant has become so increasing in number that people are getting a little concerned about it. It's kind of interesting because we are seeing increase and decreases in certain types of species. Yes.
Means we got a phone call, or I could.
Okay, well, I'm done, and thank you very much. Your information is very helpful.
Well, thank you, caller. Send me a stamp envelope to Box 188.
Let me talk to the caller just 1 second.
Okay. One last second here, caller. Hold on.
Okay.
And I think I recognize the voice.
Your sister? Brother?
I don't have either. If it was my brother, I'd worry.
Thank you.
You can email me, or you can. In fact, in all my articles in the paper, I give you a mailing address and an email address that can be used. That's one advantage I had over Alan. His was strictly U.S. mail. But
snail mail.
by email or by U.S. mail, my U.S. mail is 38 Elm Street in Fredonia, and that's 14063. And my email is nbleck@netsync.net.
How do you spell nbleck?
NBLECK @netsync.net. Both of those, I put those in every article all the time, and I get an awful lot. I get more emails than I do U.S. mails today.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I will. Use that when it's necessary to ask a question.
I'll tell you, people are getting very good. I get probably more photographs.
I guess my time's up. I'll talk.
We got a phone call coming in. Another one.
Bye.
We got 3 more. Good morning, caller. Thank you for waiting.
Is that at her house?
I don't know. Hello, caller.
Good morning, Reed. How are you?
Oh, wonderful. What's up?
Oh, I figured I'd call in about that bike ride you were talking about.
I wanted to hear about that.
It's the tour of Chautauqua, and there's 25, 40, 62, 75, and 100-mile rides.
Holy mackerel, Andy.
Yeah, I know, it's already started. It begins at 9, which it already did, and there's a lot of people. I see pictures here, they got lots. There's a westfieldrec.org. You can go on there and click Tour of Chautauqua.
How many people are in it?
I
thought it sounded like there were 100,000.
The 2003, there were 155 riders from the ages of 10 to 77.
How many?
155.
Holy mackerel.
I think I saw them all.
That and more.
Well, thank you, caller, for explaining what that's all about. How long is this going to take them? 100 miles?
100 miles takes a long time. They go way out to Erie, I think.
Uh-huh.
I know
Yeah, I
the
heard that
62
too.
goes around
Yeah.
Chautauqua Lake.
Uh-huh.
So they go way out into Stockton and back, and it takes a while. So
And-
some of them won't get back until around noon, 1 o'clock.
Well, it's a wonderful form of exercise, riding a bike, you know?
It is.
And you don't have to strain yourself. They have these 10-gear bikes where you can go straight up almost at a 90-degree angle, and you pedal just like you're normally pedaling. But you pedal like you're doing a lot of pedaling. You only go a few inches at a time, you know?
They have electric bikes too, but they cost just as much as a car, so you really don't want that.
Holy mackerel. And you probably have to have a driver's license with all the New York laws.
I don't know, but it starts and stops at Easton Hall.
Uh-huh.
And they've been doing this for a long time, the Westfield Rec, and they just, you can sign up, and next year you can go on and ride.
Okay, well, thank you, caller. Send me a stamped envelope. I got a lot of nice things for you.
So one person just told me it was the second Saturday in August every year. So
Every year, so you can depend on it.
Yep.
Okay, thanks again. Well, there, that explains what that was all about.
While we were sitting here and listening to that caller, I was watching the young man running the camera here, and there's a new method of communication going on that more younger people are involved with, and that's text messaging. Weren't you
right.
just text messaging
Yeah.
a few minutes ago?
Right. Everybody's busy text messaging all over the place.
Yeah.
Excepting
So,
me.
who
I don't
knows?
even use a cell phone.
Well, I sent one once. I said hi. Because the H and the I were right next to one another.
No big deal, yeah.
The communication systems, I think our generation has probably, I can remember as a youngster, and I'm not as old as you, Reed, and you got me by a good 60, 70 years, but I can remember as a youngster.
How many years? You got 2 more calls when you're finished.
Okay, as a youngster, the joy one of us, or some of us may have had when some family had a telephone. And here we were watching the age of communication, who knows what the next
phone
20,
constantly
30
rings.
years, yeah.
You know, a lot of people are giving up their local phones because everybody uses a cell phone. You walk
Yeah.
Who would imagine you could walk around with a phone wherever you were
Yep.
and just pick it up?
Somewhere
And,
I left
you
mine.
know, it's wonderful. All right, good morning, caller. Thank you for waiting for us. Are you there, caller? What happened to our caller? You know, that's the trouble with having a senior program. They call in, they pass away.
Hello?
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 Okay. Read. Is the bird really a dinosaur?
You know, they say they are related or something.
Well, they come from the family of dinosaurs. Yeah, I can't remember what, I'm trying to think of the Saurus, the preceding.
Tyrannosaurus, Plesiosaurus,
No, I can't.
Jumposaurus,
But they were.
Flipposaurus.
There's a lot of noise coming in my left ear here right now. But yeah, they were members of the, like most animals, came from the dinosaur family. And whether they were mammals later on developing fur, or whether they developed feathers, which is another form of on the animal itself. But yes, we do have single and what's the word I'm looking for?
Flapposaurus.
No. Ancestors in our whole history. So
We say we came from apes, so I guess it's easy. They could have come from dinosaurs, huh?
we all came from probably the same thing.
You think so?
Yep.
Okay, well, thank you, caller, for that question. You have any more questions, or you're finished?
Nope, I'm finished.
Okay, thanks for the call. Send me a stamped envelope. Whoa, that was a quick one. Let me ask you my question.
All right.
First of all, when I was a kid, I was really into birding, and I knew I could identify up to 20 different kinds of ducks. You know, there are more ducks today on this earth than there were when the white man came to discover America. And the same with the geese, young lady who called in. There are more geese today than there ever were in the history of the human being. But in the meantime, you know how I got to be so good at identifying ducks? As a duck hunter.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
You
one of-
better know what you're shooting.
Yeah, and they have all these different rules and regulations for each kind of duck.
Yeah.
It's a crazy quilt of regulations. Each one you catch certain times and other times, and you can't in certain waters. It's a madness. You have to be a lawyer to understand it, but you had to at least be able to identify all the ducks.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you,